Hello guys, good evening guys. How is everyone's doing? So today's live will be a little bit interesting and different because first thing I'm standing up here and first check is my mic clear and also is the video clear. So I'm doing live on multiple social media. So I have my TikTok over here and I also have my YouTube and also on my Facebook as well, right? So and some of you guys might just join in through StreamYard, right? But no matter from which platforms that you're watching this live now, it's all right because the content is exactly the same. And if the voice and also the video is clear, then just type 1 so that I know that my video and my voice is clear. Can you guys type 1? Hi guys. So I have my TikTok over here, and then some of you guys might coming from Facebook. And can you guys also comment? Which platform do you guys coming from? All right. Cool. 係啊，我睇唔到嗰個 comment. It's alright because I do have my wait. Let me access to my Facebook so that I can see comments. I cannot see my comment though. It's fine. So as you guys can see here, right? So I have a screen over here. So this is the tool. This is the AI investment tool that I am going to share with you guys today. So before this, just a little bit of background, right? Grand Pine Capital is the company, all right, that already in the investment industry for more than 24 years, right? And we have been educating Malaysia retail investor on Malaysia stock value investing, right? So today, if you are someone that's looking at to generate your second income, right, through stock investing, and what struggle, like I don't even understand how the stock market actually works, right? Okay, this is the life for you, and trust me on this, guys. Stock investment or stock investing is not hard at all. I can't really see myself here, right? Ooh, very lang chai. Okay, so yeah, with AI tool, right? Literally, later I will show you guys. Literally, we can have everything within clicks over here. All right. So with AI, we can actually, all right, see which potential companies within like 10 seconds, even though if you are not coming from the financial or the banking industry, right? I will share a little bit more later on. So first of all right, to start today live, all right, welcome. So because I don't have my social media with me because this phone, I cannot access to my social media, but it's fine. Okay, it's fine. 我 log in 唔到我 Facebook 嘅喎呢個，因為我睇唔到。哦，可以啊 ，maybe 可以 stream 嘅。Right, so it's okay. I will access to my channel so that if you have any comment, feel free to let me know. And today, I will do some things that is special for you guys. If you have any companies listed in Bursa Malaysia that you would like to, that you will want me to show how the company performance actually doing, okay, you can comment on the comment box. Later on, I will show you how you actually able to analyze the company within 5 seconds. All right, you just comment the company names on the comment box, and I will show to you how does the companies actually performing by using our Value Farms AI tool. All right, so to start today live, right? The biggest things that I always feel, and always our student always mention to me, Wing, my gaji is like 10,000 ringgit a month, but after deduct everything, it's still not enough, right? After your house loan, your car loans, petrol, toll, insurance, macam-macam lah, right? Then at the end of the day, you still balance about like 1 to 2,000 ringgit. Pretty much that's it. If you have your family, your kids, right, is really a struggle, especially if you are staying in KL or PJ, the main city is really not enough, right? So most of us, what we will do, we will choose to generate a second income by doing maybe e-hailing, all right, Shopee Food, all right, or live selling like affiliates on TikTok or whatnot, right? So today our solution is pretty simple, right? You do not need to do live like 4 or 5 hours a day. You do not need to do Grab, like you drive another extra 5 to 6 hours every day after your work. All you have to do is just, all right, open up our Value Farm, all right, and go through the whole process that I'm going to show you right now, all right? So if you guys are new to Value Farm, you can just go to like Google or Apple Play Store, just search Value Farm, right? So maybe we can, our Tao, maybe you can put the link or just comment, just write the comment on the comment Value Farm so that we know, like, how to spell Value Farm, right? It is free to use. Okay, you can download and then just follow my steps, and that's all you need to do, right? It's like 3 to 4 steps, right? So no stress. And if you are new to AI, in this era, you will see a lot of people are making money. Why? Right? Because AI already shortened the length, the time frame of learning. With AI, one click, we can learn, we can get whatever information that we want. So today, if you are still not familiar with AI, this class is very important to you because I'm going to show you how you can actually use AI to improve your investment decisions. All right. So first of all, just quickly download Value Farm. Is free, right? So you can just download and then we can do the demo together. Whoa. Okay. How let? All right. So I have my phone with me already. So just take the time to download Value Farm. All right. To download Value Farm, VALUEFARM, Value Farm. So you can download free at our Google or Apple Play Store. Even though today, Wing, I orang baru lah, I tak pernah, belajar atau tahu langsung. It's fine. It's definitely fine, right? So how I look at Value Farm is that it is exactly same as how we use ChatGPT, right? You do not need to be a marketing expert to use ChatGPT in order for you to create content for your ads or content on any social media, such as on TikTok. All you need to do is just know where to click and what prompt to put. Done, all right? You will have the complete, most reliable information on social medias about that content within click. I mean, that's the beauty of AI, right? So you do not need to understand fully about a typical subject, right? So same goes to Value Farm. As long as you follow every single steps that I am going to show you guys in 10 seconds, right? So I will dive into the demo. But before I do a demo, please guys, please just install or download your Value Farm first into your phone right now so that we can go step by step together, right? So we have about 200 over people watching this live now from across different social medias. So if you are a beginner, right, that just want to know how to invest or what actually stock is, can you comment 1 so that I know how many of you guys just started to learn about stock investing? Maybe you just want to make a little bit of money every single month, maybe like 500 ringgit a month. That is very, very possible. All right, very possible without you becoming a Grab driver or doing live like myself now, or selling on TikTok, right? So this is really a solution for you guys. So if you are a beginner and just started, want to learn more about stock investment, comment 1, all right? Or so the next audience will be maybe you already investing and you're looking for a better tool so that you can make better decisions, okay, to improve your profit in stock investing and to reduce the risk. Can you comment 2? All right, can you comment 2? So if you are a beginner, can you comment 1? But if you are already invested for quite a while, can you comment 2? So that I know now who is my audience today, so that I can curate my content that you can learn 1 or 2 new things that are able to improve your stock investment skill. All right. So how many? One. Hi Miro. Hello. So this is my first time, or not my first time. This is my second time doing live on my TikTok channel, right? First time I cannot ban, right? So I stopped doing it already, right? So I will try to be a little bit general, or because some social media platform is very, very strict, right? So I can't really go too deep on this, but I will show you the essential, every single things that you need to know, and after that you will feel that wow, Wing, investment is pretty simple, right? So let's dive into it. All right, let's dive into it. Hi guys. So I saw Rider Sejati 24 all right, chun. So make sure that you share this live to your friends and family, or those that are interested in learning a little bit more about how does actually AI able to help them to invest much more smarter. All right. So I will have to move a little bit over here so that you guys get to see my screens over here. I mean, sorry for my TikTok folks, right? Because I have another camera over there. All right. So over here, I'm going to show you. So over here, right, is that will be on my other social media as well. So I will try to accommodate both sides so that both sides we can actually learn something new today. Okay. So before we start, okay, make sure that you already download Value Farm at Google or Apple. It is free. Okay, it is free. Okay, tada how? Oh, steady. All right. So make sure that you guys already downloaded Value Farm on your Apple or your Google Play Store. It is 100% free. Of course, there are certain functions that need to pay. All right. So just like any AI tool out there, all right, ChatGPT, Claude, Manus, whatever, all right. So there will be limitation if you use it for free, right? But if you guys want to have more advanced functions, then you have to pay. But it's only like RM1.50 a day, all right? So RM1.50, sekeping curry puff je, right? It's super affordable. Okay, it's very, very affordable, right? So I will get started. So for those that just joined in, right? For those that just joined in our live, right? So make sure that you already downloaded Value Farm on your Apple or Google Play Store, right? So the name we already put it on the comment box, right? So if belum lagi, okay, please put the name so that our audience know how to spell Value Farm, right? So this is the main page of Value Farm. So we have macam-macam lah, okay, macam-macam ada dekat sini. We have the latest news over here, and we also have our portfolio over here as well, right? So just to kickstart the things for today live, it is very important that we must first understand what is stock. All right? Can anyone comment or tell me what does actually stock? Apa tu saham? Okay, apa tu saham? What is stock? All right, can you guys comment so that I know that you guys actually have a little bit of fundamental about this before I move in? Okay, what is stock? S-T-O-C-K. Apa tu saham? Boleh tak comment? Okay, what is stock? Saham. S-A-H-A-M. Okay, what is stock and how the stock actually works? So saham pelaburan syariah kan? Yes, Miro. Cantik, correct. Okay, behind every stock, okay, it is a company. Tak kira lah Malaysia stock ke, stock kat UK ke, US ke, alright? Every single stock represents by a company. So today, if we buy QL, right? So QL is also a company, right? So QL runs what? QL runs Family Mart, alright? Berjaya, okay, runs what? Starbucks, right? So every single business, right? Every single stocks, behind every single stock is actually a company, right? So when we look at the stocks, right? What do we look at? It is not only about chart, right? By the way, Grand Pan Capital, right? So we are already in the market for about 24 years. So we are not in trading, okay? We are more towards value investing, like Warren Buffett. All right, so we do not do like day tradings, and we do not do like even like swing whatever. We do not do that. All right, so today if you are someone that do not want to stress, Okay, no matter what is the price move, daily, because price will move every single day. Malaysia, yes, it might move slower than the US, but it will still move, right? So today, if you are someone that want to have a peace of mind, okay, after you invest in the stocks, okay, you want to have a good sleep, right? This is the life for you, all right? This is what we teach, and this is what we educate and try to spread, for the past 24 years in Grand Pine Capital. So today, if you are someone that say, Wing, I nak jadi kaya besok, after you invest like 1,000 or 10,000 today, sorry, this is not for you. All right, so we are not, investment is not scheme cepat kaya at all, okay? Not at all. If today you are someone that, very rush, you want fast money, sorry, investment is never for this group of people, all right? So, yeah, just to make things clear, so investments that we educate is value investing, which is what Warren Buffett is educating. But, Winger, so I invested in a company, do I have to wait like 20 years only I can see the yield, only I can see the profit? Guys, no, not at all, especially in this era. Why? Right, AI is growing super fast. Okay, just a quick one. So just a quick one. AI is growing super fast, and there are a lot of companies in Malaysia get benefited, if you know where to search for it. Okay, let's see this company, So from March this year, it surged like how much? From 5 ringgit to nearly 8 ringgit, right? From 5 ringgit to nearly 8 ringgit in this year alone, right? So there are a lot of companies that get benefits because of AI, not only on the US, guys. Okay, not only on the US, right? In Malaysia, there are a lot of companies. Why I want to kickstart with Malaysia first? Because these companies, we are much more familiar, and we can sometimes see the companies, in front of us, like Family Mart is in front of us, right? So we get to see Farm Fresh, right? So there are a lot of whoa, hi Jesse, hi guys. So there are a lot of companies that we are very close to. Nestle, FNN, since young, we already consuming their products. 99 Speed Marts, KK is coming up soon, right? And then we have Foodie. There are a lot of companies in Malaysia that we are very close to, so we know how their business is performing. That's why I always suggest, to start from Malaysia company first, right? And for our Muslim friends, I do know that we have a lot of Muslim friends watching this live now. Every single stocks that inside our AI tool over here in our value farm, right? We have a symbol S. So S means Sharia compliance. Okay, so do not worry, right? We have everything done for you guys, right? So if you guys just only join, so make sure that you already downloaded Value Farm on Google or Apple Play Store, and then you can just follow every single steps that I show to you guys, and you get to see how incredible or how effective is using AI, even though if you are not from finance or from the banking industry, all right? It is super easy. As I mentioned a lot of times, right? It is just exactly the same by using like ChatGPT. You do not need to be a business consultant, all right, to come up with a plan. All you have to do is just go to ChatGPT and then just give a prompt, and then your full business plan will already came out. Same goes to our value farm. You do not need to be a stock analyst to understand what is inside a financial reports, right? Just let me go through a very simple example. IT Max. Whoa. Okay, so IT Max is a company that is Sharia compliant as well, which I love as well, and I bought this company as well. All right. So IT Max companies, let's scroll down. So they just released their quarter reports on the 25th of May. Okay, IT Max. If you guys already have your value farm, okay, feel free to search for IT Max, like I for Indonesia, and then T for Terengganu, and then MAX, maximum max, okay, IT Max, okay. So where to search for this stock? Where to search? It's pretty simple. Okay, on the apps, you on the bottom of your app, you should be able to see a search button there, and then you just type in IT Max. IT Max, all right, or 5309. Okay, 5309. Okay, IT Max, which are pretty awesome companies. All right, so they just released their quarter reports on 25th of May, which is 3 days ago. Okay, which is 3 days ago. Remove your background noise so people can hear you already. How to remove? You have a button there, but I cannot remove. Okay. All right, steady. All right, so hopefully my voice is much better now, huh? TikTok punya filter make me like very lang zai. All right, so IT Max just released its financial report on the 25th of May. Right, so if you guys are new to stock investment, right? Every quarter, a company will release their financial reports to tell the public, how much they make, what challenge that they have, and then what is coming up, get their futures, right? Or do they have any future plans? So normally, that financial reports will be from 30 pages all the way to 300 over pages, right? So if you are not someone that is from account background or banking background, right, or financial background, it's super duper hard for you to understand what does the report actually want to deliver, and where to look for red flags, and what is the opportunities lies inside that company, right? But with AI, it's super duper easy, right? So let us do this together, okay? Let us do this together. All right, just search for IT Max, and then just go to earnings. Okay, you get to see an AI button on earnings. All right, so just click on earnings, and then just scroll up. You should be able to see a March 31st quarter one release on 25th May 2026. All right, and then you get to see a AI Insights buttons. AI buttons. Okay, on this column over here. Okay. Just click over here. All right, just click over here. Ping. Okay, just click this button over here, AI Insights. So we have English or Mandarin, all right? And we can also enlarge the wordings if you want, if the word is a bit too small. If you are reading this from your phone, so sometimes the words, the font is a bit too small, then you can just add a minus or a plus over here. Okay, and it can also read out the words for you as well. All right, so here is the interesting part, right? So a financial report consists of opportunities, and it may also consist of red flag as well. All right, so today, if you are not from a financial background and you want to read the whole 200 pages of financial reports until your son got a son and your cucu got a cucu, you also belum siap baca, right? So it takes you a lot of time and a lot of knowledge to analyze what is actually inside that financial report, right? But today with AI, macam tu je. Okay, it's very, very easy. So as you can see over here, right, business is booming, revenue is up, IT Max System Berhad, total revenue for this quarter reached everything is over here. And okay, just scroll down to, okay, there is a reason for the quarterly revenue dip. All right, so this quarter IT Max revenue dropped, but why? Right, so not every time a company's revenue fall means that this company is not a good company. All right, and it is not always a revenue increase for a company means that the company is doing well as well. All right, so there are a lot of different things that's happening. That's why we cannot just blindly read on the title of the news. Okay, ABC company dah mencatat X amount of revenue this quarter better than last quarter, then you buy into that company. If you do that, you might run into trouble, right? So don't do that. Jangan buat benda macam tu, right? So make sure that you always understand how things work first. Okay, what actually affect that company revenue grow, or what affect that company revenue fall, then only you make a decision from there. Jangan just buta-buta ikut je. Okay, don't do this. With AI, it's very easy. Okay, so we're talking about IT Max over here. So if you just join in, it's fine. All right, just make sure that you already downloaded Value Farm. All right, and then just search for the companies called IT Max, okay? I for Indonesia, T for Terengganu, and then MAX, okay? Maximum IT Max, right? So you go down, okay? It returns clearly over here. There is a reason for the quarterly revenue dip. Although the year-over-year performance was excellent, revenue actually fell by 9.3% compared to the previous quarter QOQ. This is a one-off impact, mainly because several large supply and installation projects were completed last quarter, resulting in a lower revenue base for the current quarter. All right, because all the project is already done, and then if there's any new project comes in, then only the revenue will check up. All right. So next, the question is that do they have any further expansion, or do they have any future project that is coming in? That is the main key. If they don't have, then the next quarter will be the same as well. All right. So it's very important that we understand this, and let's look at the next part. Future growth depends on expansion. The key to the company's future growth lies in two areas. First, offering more diversified services, and second, entering new geographical areas and market. This strategy will help the company open up new sources of income and diversify its business. All right. Management is cautiously optimistic about the future. System so that they remain cautiously optimistic. All right. So this is very different from if you download financial report from Bursa and then upload it into ChatGPT. Why? What is the difference? Right. The biggest difference over here, the first thing is that, as we know, right, if the data or if the prompt is not great enough, it's just same as garbage in, garbage out, right? If you give a shitty prompt or data on a LLM, it will give you a shitty result. It will give a shitty outcome. All right. Second thing is the experience. All right. So each of the prompt, you need to know what to put in. All right. So if you put the wrong prompt, then it will give you the wrong result, and then, as we know, LLM also have these things called hallucinations. Okay, it will imagine by themselves, right? Even though that is not the correct data. All right. So with Value Farm, it's totally different. You guys can rest assured on this. All right. So the structure, okay, the data, all right, is based on Grand Pine 24 years of experience in the market, and that's how we structure the informations, so that the LLM, the AI that we use, the engine behind this Value Farm, all right, able to grab the right informations, the right data, the right results that you as an investor need to know before making any investment decisions, right? So that's very important. It's not cincai, plug here, plug there, and then letak je kat dalam Value Farm. It's not like that, right? Everything is structured. Everything is based on our big data, and everything is already been back tested, right? So it's very important that we understand how does AI works, and not all AI equal the same. All right, in our social media, right, on our TikTok or whatever social media that I have, a lot of users ask, Wing, ini percuma ke? Wing, itu percuma ke? All right, in this world, do not have things that is good and it is percuma. Okay, it's impossible, because every tool that in the markets, what they have to do to be able to sustain, they need to make money. All right. So yeah, so you have to understand this. That is the fundamental, right? So do not oh wing ini free ke itu free ke, okay, tak mungkin. Okay, everything comes with a price, and if you want to have a better tool, you have to pay a greater price. Same thing. All right. If you want to go for a what you call it, business class in the plane, free ke. Sometimes you get free because of the point. But before you get the point, you also have to fly a lot of time, only you will get to have a point, then to go business class. All right. So everything comes with a price. All right. So, but do not worry. This value farm is only RM1.50 a day. If you guys are interested, I will ask my colleagues to put the link for you guys to purchase. All right. It's only RM1.50. If you are from my TikTok, you can just go to my bio link and then I put the link over there so you guys can subscribe from there. All right. If you guys are from my other social medias, all right, just click on your comment box and then you can just go purchase now, and then you can immediate access to all of our super premium AI features so that you can invest in a much more easier, effective, and to maximize your profit so that you do not get those lousy companies. All right. So the next thing that I want to share over here is that if today you do not know, okay, how many of you guys know about IIT Max? Okay, berapa? Okay, nak tanya, ada ramai yang tahu company ni tak? IT Max. I for Indonesia, T for Terengganu, okay, and then MX Max. Okay, how many of you guys are familiar with this company called IT Max? It's a pretty good company. Okay, it's a pretty good company. Right. So if you do not know, Wing, IT Max tu company apa ya? All right. No worries at all. It's pretty simple. You just go to our analysis. All right. And then you get to see a small button over here which is called AI video. Okay. Why it is super important for us to understand or to at least know what the company does before we invest. All right, I like to use the analogy of getting your partner. Will you marry a guy or a girl before even knowing him or her? Of course you won't lah, right? Later, you know, he's a bad guy, then macam mana, right? So we always have to pak tor first, makan dinner first, right? We have to understand each other first before we commit. Especially in these days, money is very hard to earn, guys. Money is super duper hard to earn. All right. So don't waste your money on things that you don't even understand. Right. It's just because, you know, my friend said it's good that I go and buy. And then jatuh pula. And then what? And then you blame your friend. And then you blame that saham itu adalah scam. Padahal you yourself that do not actually learn about stock investment before you invest. The choice is yours. All right. So and with AI, it's super easy now. And this is the solutions that we are providing so that every single Malaysians that want to learn about stock investment, right, this is the tool that you must have, right? So very easy. As you can see, AI video over here, right? Okay, just click on AI video. Okay, so each of these videos, so you do not need to, you know, go to YouTube, go to TikTok to search, you know. We have all of our videos over here already for you guys. All right. And the best thing about our videos with other social media is that this video is always up to date automatically. All right. So today, if any changes on the company in terms of the business model, you know, it is not good as before. Okay, all of this video over here will change automatically so that you will get the latest update of that company. All right. So as I always mention, right, if the news is already out, probably that company's punya stock price will be already basi, and then you will not be able to get the latest informations. All right. So stock investments or investing, right, is always who get the first-hand information the fastest. Then you might have more opportunities, right? Okay. So all of this video over here, which include the future of smart cities. By the way, ITMEC, they are doing smart cities, all right? They're doing smart cities, and they are one of the largest as well, right? So engineering sustainable growth, the more of a modern metropolis, all right? So all of these videos are up to date, all right? If any changes of the companies, it will change over here as well, right? So if you are watching this now, or you guys just baru just join, okay, it's fine, it's all right, okay? Hi guys, my name is Wink, and welcome. So it's very simple, all right? To get started, you can just download Value Farm on your Google or Apple Play Store for free, okay? Value Farm, VALUEFARM, okay? Value Farm. Just go to your Google or Apple Play Store, just download it. It is free, and after download, register your free account, and then you can follow my demonstrations here, and then let's get started, all right? So this company is called ITMEC, which is a smart cities, okay? What if a company that giving dividend have grow on profit, okay? This is a very good case study, guys. You guys must know, okay? Must know. I feel this very interesting, especially for beginners that do not have any experience kat melabur saham, okay? This is the case study that you have to watch, all right? So normally when a company they make money, right? Normally the price will increase, all right? And if they are giving dividend, then that will be the best, right? But what if, I will show you a pretty interesting case study. Let's go for BAT. Oh, all right. Okay, so let's go to BAT. BAT. Okay, B for Batu, A for Ayam, T for Terengganu. All right, BAT. Okay, just go to your Value Farm. We do this together so that we can practice together. Sama-sama kita belajar, sama-sama kita berjaya. All right, so click on BAT, BAT. Batu, Ayam, Terengganu. Okay, click on BAT. Okay, just search for BAT or just type in nombor 4162. Oh, ini macam beri top-top je. Okay, 4162. Okay, this is a very, very great case study that I want to share with you guys in today's sessions, right? So just go to Value Farm. If you guys yang baru je masuk is okay, is fine, alright? Yang baru je masuk, korang boleh download Value Farm kat Google or Apple Play Store. Value Farm, VALUEFARM, okay? Value Farm. I think I can type it here, right? Apa type ke? Tak boleh type lah. Alright. And for my TikTok over here, alright, for my TikTok over here, I dah letak satu form, okay, I put a form there, alright, that you guys can fill up, and then if you have any questions, I will contact you as well, right? Just fill up the form on TikTok, alright? So, okay, I hope that you guys are already on this page over here so that we can go through everything together. All right, so this is a pretty good case study that I love a lot as well. So first thing, you just go to earning. All right, it's BAT. Okay, go to your Value Farm. Belum lagi download, you can just download Value Farm at Apple and Google Play Store. All right, and then just search for that BAT. Okay, Batu Ayam Terengganu, or just key in the numbers 4162 4162. All right, so just go to earnings. All right, so if you look at Q4 25, this is a surge, okay, on the revenue. Means that this company suddenly, all right, make so much of money, okay. Look at Q4 25, okay, Q4 2025. All right, I have been sharing this, I think it's about last month. All right, if you have watched this live, right? If you have watched our live, I've been sharing this, and then I already mentioned you have to be very, very cautious. All right, so okay, let's do this together. Okay, kita sama-sama belajar, kita sama-sama berjaya. All right, so on Q4 25, all right, they have a surge of net margin of 12.79%, and also they have made 947 million ringgit. Okay, compared to the previous quarter, right? They have a huge jump. Why? Right? So today, if you are a beginner kan, okay, if you are pemula kat saham, then you suddenly see a company that is not performing, suddenly, increase in revenue. You're like, wow, this must be a June punya company, right? If you buy in, GG lah. Look at the latest financial reports. Okay, it crashed back to the revenue at 160, and year on year is minus 200%. Why? All right, that's why we cannot just because this company is making a lot of money suddenly increase, then we feel that this company is a good company. We cannot judge based on that. We have to go deep into the financial reports and see what actually is happened to this company that make that company suddenly have a surge of profit. All right, the easiest way to look at it is by using our AI. All right, so we have two reports here. So BAT, British American Tobacco, they released their latest quarter report on the 25th of May 2026, and the previous reports is on the 9th of February. All right, so we want to look at the 9th February punya financial report first. All right, so that's where we get to see why that quarters they are making suddenly so much of money. All right, so click on AI Insights. Same thing, if you are proficient in Mandarin, you can just change your Mandarins. If you are in English, just click on English, right? So let's see. Profitability is also super strong. All right. You get to see here, one-off income help. All right. One-off income help. If you are watching from a TikTok now, I'm very sorry because the screen is a bit too small. But just go and download our value farm. It's free. Then we can lead together. All right. So one-off income help. This quarter profit includes some exceptional items. Although there were one-off costs of 1.3 million of restructuring and 5.1 million ringgit for inventory write-off. Not this one. All right. This one is a big one. The two big driver of the performance surge. Okay, why was the performance so good? It was mainly due to two short-term factors. First, the government mandated new pictorial health warnings on packaging, forcing the market to switch to new stock. And second, an excise duty increase was coming, so retailers stock up heavily in advance. Okay, what does this actually mean? Right. So, because there is an excise duty, bukan itu bersenam punya exercise, right? An excise duty because there's duty that is coming up by the government, right? So, the retailers will stock up heavily in advance so that they can get a cheaper price, right? Because they know that the duty or the tax is coming soon. So they buy a lot more first so that they can get a cheaper price. And that's why the company have an increase of revenue. Now, this is the thing, right? So, will this excise duty is something that is repeatable or one-off? Can you guys comment? Right, like tax duty, is this something that every month will occur? Is it every 3 months will occur? Is it every 3 to 6 months or 3 to 5 years, or is it repeatable? Right, can you guys comment? Is tax duty is something and it is an event that will always happen? Okay, can you guys comment? All right, if yes, can you comment yes? If no, just comment no. All right, so is duty, from the governments is something that will repeat very, very often. All right. So this is a thought that you guys have to think about it. Okay. If this is something that happen very, very often, then the retailers might going to buy in advance very often as well. All right. If not, then the next quarter, it will not repeat anymore. So what will happen. All right? It will happen exactly the same as you can see right now. Why it suddenly have a huge drop over here? Because the retailers is already buy all of the products, the stocks that they need in advance already. So they will not repeat and buy again. All right. That's why it is very important that we understand the context, right? So what is actually going on in that business instead of just, oh, because this company is making money, then you buy. No, it does not work that way. Okay. The same goes to any companies in US, in Malaysia. It is the same because, for those that just join in, as I mentioned, early on, behind every stock is a company. All right. So the easiest methodology, example today, me, Wing, okay, by the way, I'm Wing, right? So today, I nak buka satu kedai burger, or not burger lah, ayam penyet, right? So I want to open an ayam penyet kedai, right? And I have been running for 12 months. And then I go to you, okay? I go to you. I go to Daus, example, or I go to T-Bomb, or I go to Nora Zali. All right. Hi, Nora. Do you want to invest in my ayam penyet business? All right. I'm asking for 10,000 ringgit. All right. What is the first thing that you are going to look at before you decide you want to invest or not? Of course, the first thing you're going to look at your bank account first lah. I ada 10,000 tak ada nak invest apa, right? So put that aside. That's just a joke, okay? So you're going to ask me one question. Wing, setiap bulan berapa customer yang makan kat kedai you? Berapa profit yang anda jana setiap bulan? Consistent tak? Right? So it's exactly same as stock. Right. So if the company is not making money, okay, or it's too fluctuate, right, will you want to invest? Okay, same goes to my business, ayam penyet. So if my ayam penyet business, all right, never make money, always on negative, okay, do you actually want to invest? Of course, you don't want lah, right? If you invest, until you're 10,000, I cabut, I pergi holiday je, right? So it's exactly the same when you invest in a stock, because behind every stock, right, is a business. So if the business is not making money for the past 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, why do you want to invest, right? And another term that I want to share with you guys is opportunity cost. Okay, is opportunity cost. All right, what does opportunity cost means? Right, in simple term, there is always a better companies or a better events that you can do compared to now. All right, so there are two companies, right? This company, is growing very, very well for the past maybe 3 quarters. But there is a company that have been making consistent money for the past 25 years. Although it's low, but it's making money every single year. So which one do you want to choose? Okay, it is always the opportunity cost, right? So if you invest in the stable one, you might lose out the fast growing one that it might, grow very fast. But if you invest in this grow very fast one, all right, this company grow fast for a month or 3 months, it might fall the next quarter. Then you're gonna lose that companies that have been making money consistently. So it is always opportunity cost, and the opportunity cost also come with how much risk can you actually take. All right, if you are someone that cannot take too high risk, then the A companies that have been making consistent money, although it's slow, but it's making consistent money, that might be much more better choice for you. Because if you invest in the fast growing companies, okay, you cannot sleep. right? Because it just fluctuates too much. So it depends on what do you want, right? And it's always cause and effect. All right. So you invested in the high growth companies, fluctuate a lot. Then what is the effect? The effect will be you might not be able to sleep. You might be very anxious, and if you lose a lot of money, then how? So there is always cause and effect. Okay, that's why it's always back to you, and do not because of your friend, do not because of your of the news. You make decisions based on that. It's always come back to you. It's always the psychology part of it. All right, because at the end of the day, if you make money, then kung hei lo, congratulations, Tanya, right? Everyone will be happy. But if you lose money, and you lose money because of your friend, or because of Telegram tips, or because you watch a influencer videos, then you buy in companies, no one is going to be kasian about you. All right, that's why it is very important that you have trained yourself a skill set. All right, that you can use whenever you screen or when you pick a company, and it is not because of others people you buy a company or you buy a stock. All right, and again with AI, you can literally see through. Okay, what color underwear you also can see already. Okay, because of AI, you can see things much more clearer, even though if you're not from the financial background like myself. By the way, I'm not from. Sorry, I have not introduced myself. My name is Weng. So my background is always in the sports. So I have been in the sport industry for about 10 years. If you go to Wikipedia, you search my name, Kan Weng Hon, you can see my profile there, right? Because team that I trained was Malaysia basketball, right? So I used to follow them to SEA Games, and we even went up to Commonwealth game as well. Right, so if you go to Wikipedia, you should see my name over there as well. So my background is from sports background, right? And I joined Grand Pine about 2 years ago. All right, and by the way, I'm not from, as I mentioned, I'm not from the finance background, but because I work here and because they provide such an amazing tool that it's able to train a beginner from scratch in 6 months' time. All right. So whatever that I mentioned to you now is what I learned from. It's just a small things. It's just a small part that I learned in these past 2 years. There are a lot of more things, but all right. So wait, I got my TikTok here. All right. All right, so because of the trainings and the tools that is get supported by Grand Pine, so today if you already joined Grand Pine, all right, with RM1.50, you will get exactly the same tool that I use for the past 2 years. Okay, just a quick one. So the first company that I buy was Maybank. All right, so this is also the result that I get so far. All right, by the way, Maybank have a big crash today. Right, and yeah, so Maybank is the first company that I bought because for a beginner, it is the easiest to understand company. Why? Because I use Maybank and I know Maybank. Right, since young, I already know Maybank. My mom used Maybank. My parents, my father, my brother, everyone used Maybank. So I understand what is Maybank and know what do they do, right? That's why the first companies that I buy is Maybank. It's my first love, Chorlin, all right? It's my first company, right? So I bought Maybank on the average cost of RM9.86. I think today is about RM10.60, I think, right? So yeah, and over the course, I think it's about 1 year plus, or a couple of months. I can't really remember the durations, right? So I make about 14%. Okay, I make about 14%, right? So this about couple of months lah. But I'll show you something that's very interesting, right? So I from a dividend stocks, a companies that is very super stable, that pays dividends. So this is the example that I mentioned just now. There's growing, there's making money, but do not actually give me a lot of capital gain. But it's okay because it is steady, and I know that I am very confident that this company, is able to give me a good profit, right? Plus dividend as well, right? So I give you guys another example, right? So Maybank about 14%. All right. These companies, do I have my IT Max here? Let me see. All right. Do I have my MPI? Oh, I don't have my IT Max here. All right, it's fine. All right. So this is another company, which is called MPI. All right, which is called MPI. MPI. Okay, which is called MPI. MPI. All right. So MPI today is 49 ringgit and 12 cent. All right. And then my average cost is 32 ringgit and 40 cents. Okay. My average cost is 32 ringgit and 40 cents. Right. So, but today is 49 ringgit and 12 cents. Right. So, this was on April 23rd, and then I make about 13%, and even more now. Right? Even more now. Right? So, in Malaysia, there are a lot of great companies that is able to have a high growth. So, the biggest difference between Maybank, which is a blue chip company, compared to MPI, which is a high growth company. By the way, this 13% is within 3 weeks. This company grow 13%, and now it's even more because now it's about at 49 ringgit already. All right. So the question over here is that, Wing, the company dah naik 49 ringgit dah, it's already up for 49 ringgit. How am I going to know which company has high growth and which type of company paying great dividends? Right? For information, untuk information korang, in Malaysia, we have about 1,000 plus companies listed. Okay, kat Malaysia kita ada lebih kurang 1,000 lebih company kat Bursa Malaysia. So, if you want to filter one by one, walau ye, tunggu I dah tanam kat itu ground pun tak dapat cari lagi. Okay, so in Value Farm, just click kat Quanlist over here. Quanlist. So Quanlist is only for our premium members. Why? Ring jangan kedekut lah, right? So because this list here, because this list here, okay, is updated every day. All right, and the result over here, okay, is based on our back testing, our AI, and our big data, okay, through a process called quant analysis. So a lot of back-end works over here to give you this list. Of course, Wing, can I use ChatGPT to get this list? You can't, because the data you need to have a third parties. And then even though you have the data, but you still do not know how to filter out which company is great, right? One of the challenge or one of the disadvantage of AI, if you use those like Claude, Gemini, right? Because it gives you too much of information that will actually make you more stressed, because you don't have a confirmed framework where telling you that this company is actually the best companies in Bursa Malaysia, right? We call it cognitive overload. We should think too much that make you feel so damn stressed. Okay, one girlfriend is stressed. Imagine 10 girlfriend. Wah, macam mana? Memang stress, right? So in psychology, it's called cognitive overload because of too much of informations, right? So in Value Farm, we only show you example on Grow Plus stocks here. All right, we only show you the top 30 companies in the whole 1,000 list in Malaysia. Okay, and this list is not like those random leaf, random leaf. random leaf because besok I ambil leave. So random leaf. So right. So this list, okay, senarai saham ini is already trained by our AI to get all of this. And then the best thing is that it's already back tested. Okay, by 25 years of data of information that we have in GrandPine. All right, so you will not get this list from any LLM. Okay, you will not get this in your ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. You will not get this list at all because the data that we have is only within our GrandPine because we already in the industry for 25 years. All right, and of course you do not need to pay 100 ringgit a month. You only pay 1 ringgit and 50 cents a day. So it's about 45 ringgit a month. Then you can get all of the June functions in Value Farm. All right. So this companies, right, like MPI, okay, and these companies that I gain like 13% within like 3 to 4 weeks, I get this from here, from the Grow Plus list. Oopsie. From the Grow Plus list. All right. And another example, but this company is not Sharia compliant, which is YTL Power. I don't think YTL Power is Sharia compliance though, but it's okay. Okay, let's look at what is the price of YTL Power first today. YTL Power, YTL. Okay, so YTL Power today is at 4 ringgit and 15 cents. All right. Okay, so harga YTL hari ini adalah 4 ringgit 50 cents. All right. But as you can see, my average cost over here, okay, is 2 ringgit and 90 cents. All right, 2 ringgit and 90 cents. This is my average cost. All right. So I nearly make fun puya sekali ganda. Right. So the question is not weighing. Of course, now is already up, but what is next? How am I going to spot potential companies? That is the main things, guys, right? Takkan dah naik you bagi tahu saya buat apa, right? So where can I get a potential stock list that is already back tested and is already been, nicely AI organized in a list that will be updated every single day if there's any changes, right? And we already prepare everything for you over here, okay? And the best thing is only like 1 ringgit and 50 cents, guys. Cuma RM1.50 sehari. So in a month, it's about 45 ringgit or it's about 45 ringgit only, right? Then you get everything over here. And best of all, okay, all of the AI features is built inside this application over here. So you do not need to, go outside from the apps to get whatever information. Example, Franken. Whoa, this one is an awesome company as well. Okay, Franken. All right. So all of the AIs that I mentioned just now is everything's over here already. All right. We have Franken and then AI, and then one of the functions that I love so much about Value Farm is their opportunity and risk. All right. So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have ready-made 6 questions for you. Okay, based on AI. Right. So these 6 questions is based on our experience in the past 25 years. When every time when the market move, okay, what are useful for investor if you show up over here? Example, so this company is called Franken, which is an awesome company as well. They are in the semiconductors, right? So let's see, the one that I love to use, okay, if you guys just came in just came in is fine, all right? Just download Value Farm on your Google or Apple Play Store, right? So this function is free, okay? This function is free. So you can use our AI function for free without you paying a single cent. But if you want to have our premium features, which is the quant list and others great stuff, then it's only 1 ringgit and 50 cents. RM1.50 beli apa? Sebiji curry puff ke? I think macam tu lah, right? So the one that I love is the financial warnings. Okay, so we have to know whether a company's inside, do they have any financial warnings? So how I look at this is very simple. If today you want to invest in my company, but you do not know actually I own Along a lot of money, right? I only show you how much revenue I have, but I do not show you I actually at the back right, I own Along a lot of money. If you invested in my company, then you might not be able to get the return, right? So over here, we already uploaded, the past 3 to 5 years result of data of these companies already. So we can backtrack. We know that Franken, the company's financial health is excellent. Okay, you could say it is solid as a rock. Wow, yeah. Keras macam batu, guys, right? So the financial health for Franken is excellent and it is solid as rock. Okay, do you like this kind of company? Or you like a company that, own a lot of money? Of course, no lah, right? So it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. We want to have companies that have great financial health. All right, but there's always a but, guys, right? So if that company is a high growth companies, normally, especially in a company like in tech, or a startup company, normally their financial will be a little bit more heavier because they want to expand fast. Compare a company like Maybank, CMB, those companies which is big and then is much more stable. Normally, they will not need to spend a lot of money on expansion. So if a companies, especially on technology companies, right, normally, so do not worry if they have a little bit of that, because we know that companies that high growth, normally they need a lot of money for expansions. All right, but we also have to see where they use the money for. If they use the money to pay off their debt, then maybe it's not so good. But if they're using that money to further expand to another country, to another segment of the industry, then that might be a good news. All right, so over here, one last thing that I love to use our opportunity and risk so that I can see truly, okay, what that company is actually doing, even what underwear their CEO is wearing also, right? So I love to see is this one. Management, do they deliver crisis handling, right? Because there are a lot of companies, when we read on news, right? Well, company A, they have A, B, C, D, E, sampai Z, 1,000 plus project that they already taken. But, macam biasa lah, right? Like doing any project, we can take as much project as we want, but can we actually deliver with profit? That is another question, right? So based on the past result, Franken, the management team at this company seems very capable, right? They do what they say they will do, like how the expansion of their Taiwan factory is proceeding right on schedule. They are also great at handling emergency. If a company's management team cannot handle any 突发事件, any emergency things, right, that they have never counted before, and then what they do, okay, 他们会乱啊, right? Then they will just, not too sure what to do, and that will actually affect the company's revenue as well. Just like COVID, there are a lot of companies that are panicked because COVID, no one expect that. So it's very important that the management is able to react fast. Okay, able to react fast given a situations. All right, so Franken company is doing great. All right, so they are on good financial health. The management team is very capable and they are expanding and they walk the talk, and then they're also great at handling emergency. Right. So today you say, Wing, I am someone that I don't want to take too much of risk. All right. I want to slow and steady is okay for me. Okay, what I look at is I need to have maybe every 3 months I will get some money, or every 1 year I will get some money, stable money, right? Then dividend is the one that you love, that I will highly recommend, right? So Do you know that there are companies in Malaysia that they are paying 7, 8, or even 10% of returns every year? Wing, betul ke ni? Mana mungkin 10% wo? Mana mungkin? If God, where can I find it? Mari. All right. Just go to your dividend stock. Okay. If you already downloaded Value Farm, all right, just log into your Value Farm. You know, you registered, right? Then you go to Quant List. Okay. Then go to dividend. All right. You should see a upgrade button. Just click on upgrade and then just pay $7.99, and then you're gonna get to access to our premium list over here, right? So simple one. See, okay, just one tap. Oopsie. One tap, two tap. You get to see. Okay, FPI 91%, BAT 12%. Kenanga 10%, Nova 9%, Pentec 9%, Panami 8%, MTech 8%, Allianz 8.5%, Atrium 7.8%, FM 7.6%, YTL REIT 7.44%, Paramount 7.35%, IGBCR 7%, and banyak lagi, guys. So there are so many companies that Malaysia that is actually paying very, very high dividend. It's just that we do not know. Kerana kita tak tahu mana nak cari. Alright? With Value Farm, everything is already over here. Alright? So, the next question that you want to ask, Wing, so a companies that pay like 12%, is it a good company? Alright? Do not worry. Alright? I will show you guys how to further analyze, right? So as you can see over here, we have another label which is called ROECV, return on equity core variations. All right. So for ROE, if purely for ROE, return on equity, the higher the better. All right. So untuk beginner, ROE means, so it's very important. Okay, this is super important term. ROE, okay? So the higher ROE means that this companies, you know, is making revenue, is making money consistently for the past 5 years. Okay, in our case. All right. But for ROECV, okay, return on equity core variations, we want it to be as low as possible. Okay, because we do not want to have too much of variations. Okay, the bigger gap of the variations means that this company have a fluctuate revenue. All right, so we also have this indicators over here as well. All right, so we want to look at ROECV as low as possible. Okay, as low as possible. And then over here, you get to see a light button over here. You get to see a price to book. Okay, price to book is very easy. Red is expensive, and then green is cheap. That's it. Okay, so we have everything for you already within clicks. All right. So in dividend, we have 90 companies that are the most outstanding one. And of course, this list we will change when the company performance change as well. As we know, there aren't any companies that every single day is doing great. Okay, so there is always changes, right? So there's Growth Plus and there is dividend. And then same goes to ROE. ROE is much more easier to look at. So as I mentioned just now, right, ROE, the higher the better. And then the best things is you can get to see over here. PB valuations, you get to see like, okay, discount 71%, discount 69%. All right. So what does this PB valuation and discount means? All right. So what we want to look at. So if you guys already get our Value Farm Premium, all right, just go to this ROE list over here so that we can go through it together, right? So we already have all of the companies with how much discount are they on premium or whatnot, right? So if the company is at discount, 71%, all right, means that it is on discount. Just like when you go to shopping, right? You have discount, right? Then it's the same. But what we want to look at is discount that is at the range of 20% to 50%. Right? So we want to look at companies that at this range, right? So 20%, 20% will be on Scientex all the way to Kawan. Oh, Kawan, Roti Canai. Okay, all the way to Kawan. All right. So if a company that has a high discount, also might be something wrong. Too low discount, not much of cushions, right? So we want to look at companies that is between 20% all the way to 50%. All right. And of course, this is not a buy-sell call. Okay, this is not a buy-sell call. This is not a buy-sell call, right? We still have to do a further analysis by clicking on it and then look at the performance, the earnings, right, of the company as well, and then check on the opportunity and risk which I mentioned just now. All right, boleh ya guys? Okay, and next thing, wow, the next thing that I'm going to share with you guys is super gempak. Okay, the next thing is super gempak. All right, so if you guys have not subscribed to our Value Farm, all right, please subscribe now. It's only RM1.50. Oh, I have my board here. All right, so it's okay. It's only $7.99 per year plus 6 months free. So total is 18 months for $7.99. Okay, total is 18 months for $7.99 and it's only RM1.50 per day. Okay, harga satu kari pap je. Kalau satu kari pap pun mahal, tak perlulah. Right, all right, just joking, right? So it's $7.99 for 18 months. Okay, it's only RM1.50. All right. So for those that is watching from my TikTok, I will pin my card over here. So just fill out the forms and then I will send you the link. All right. So for you guys that are watching from my other social medias, just click on the links that is given on your comment box and subscribe now. All right. So the next functions, which is super powerful. Why it is so super powerful and how do you actually get to know what potential coming up stocks or companies, right? So we all know what? We all know that AI is the future. We all know that the data center is building like crazy, right? But the question is that do you guys actually know what company that is building that data center that will get benefited by these AI revolutions, right? So if you guys know earlier, like YTL Power, right? Like MI, right? Then like Suncon, right? Then you will get the companies much more faster. You get to invest in those company much more earlier so that you can get such great results. All right. So it is always, do you have the right tool to help you to in your investments, right? So MN Holding is a great one. So I bought MN Holding at RM2.10. Nampak? MN Holding RM2.10. Wait, tak nampak. Wait, nampak. Okay. MN Holding RM2.10. Okay, MN Holding RM2.10. Okay, what is the price today? Okay, what is the price today? Let's see. I belum check hari ni. Okay, MN Holding. Okay, today is 479. Okay, 479. So this was April 23rd, 2026. I bought it at 2 p.m. and 36 minutes, right? So today is already 249. And I also bought UWC, okay? So how, by the way, as I mentioned, I'm not from the finance background. I'm not from the stock investment background. But how am I going to get those opportunities? It's all because of I have the right tool. End of story, right? So the next tool that I'm going to introduce to you guys, which is super awesome, guys, right? So please, it's only 1 ringgit and 50 cents a day, okay? Subscribe now and then let's learn together, okay? Sama-sama belajar, sama-sama berjaya, right? So just go to your, okay, by the way, this is the last features that I'm going to introduce today, right? We have more features over here, so make sure that you already subscribe. Then inside we have all the videos to fill you and to help you to learn more, right? I will share more on my next live. So if you are just new to this live, all right, so make sure that you subscribe to my TikTok, okay? Make sure you go and subscribe to TikTok because I will share a lot of information about how to invest by using AI, all right? If you're coming from my other social media, so make sure that you already subscribe to my social media so that you do not get any, so that you will get, not to get any, so you're gonna get the latest news about AI on investment, right? So, can you guys see here? Hot GPT, okay? Hot GPT, oopsie. Hot GPT, right? Just click on more. So, these functions over here, right? Theme, tema. A lot of applications also have this theme, but we differentiate ourselves is that we go much more deeper. Okay, what do I mean by much more deeper, right? Example, this year is Visit Malaysia. Okay, this year is Visit Malaysia year, right? Do you guys know that because of Visit Malaysia, there are also companies that get benefited? Example, like what companies? Spritzel, right? So if you know this thing is coming and this company is going to get involved, okay, very fast one. All right. Let's see, Spritzel, all right? So these companies that will get benefited because of Visit Malaysia 2026. Example, Capital A, of course, because of Asia, Padini, KBJ, blah, blah, YTL, FNN, Spritzel, Sunreads, and whatnot. All right. So these are all of the companies that will get benefited because of Visit Malaysia 2024. So how do we know? There are so many companies, right? Takkan nak beli semua, right? So what do we see? How do we see this is, right? By the way, before I announce that review the answer, this tool, all right, 5 years ago, this kind of tool or this kind of information, only those institutional fund manager get to access. All right? Or you have to buy something that is very expensive, like 10,000 a month, then only you get to access. But now, because of AI, everything is so much easier, right? So how are we going to see this? It's very easy. All you have to do is just look at companies that has the highest, the most fire. Okay, more fire means that this company is more active. By active, what we mean by active, it means that, oopsie. It means that there are a lot of money, smart money. Those institutional investors are actually investing in this company. All right. So something that beginner have to know today. If only me and you buy a company's stocks, the price of the company will not grow. Okay, we need institutional investor, like what KWP, KWSP, Maybank, CMB, or whatnot. Okay, only those big institutional able to move the price. Okay, for me, or you, it's tough, right? So by using this, we get to track, okay, where is the money is flowing in for the team under Visit Malaysia 2026. All right. So what about data center? Okay, what about green energy? What about renewable energy? Right. So one of the things that you guys have to understand is that the traditional method of supplying energy to data center is way too expensive. Right. That's why the government that launched LSSP, right? So the government is actually encouraging renewable energy, green energy, because it is much more cheaper as well, right? So let's look at data center. Okay, so data center, we further divide into two different categories. The first one is utilities, and the second one will be buildings, right? So building will be like, the building, and then utilities will be the energy side, right? So let's look at utilities. Okay, and then we'll go to stocks. So all of these companies, right, are building the utility segments of data center. So from here we have MN Holding, my favorite company now, Powerwell, YTL Power, TM, Samaden, Spurcat, Renthill, and whatnot. All right, and how are we going to know where is the smart money is investing now? Okay, where is the smart money is putting their money? Which company exactly? Right, this is what you want to know, right? So over here we get to see everything here. So the most fire is HE Group, which is Sharia compliance. And then we have HepTech, which is Sharia compliance as well. And then we have BN Green as well. And then we have Timecom. All right, so all of these companies, right, the smart money is actually flowing in. So with this, we only need like 2 clicks. Then we know where is the smart money. Those big, giant institution investor is investing in just by 2 clicks only. All right. And the best part is that this tool is only 1 ringgit and 50 cents. 大佬平到乜嘢咁樣啊？Cuma 10 ringgit 50 sen sehari. This AI tool. All right. So it's really something that is everyone can afford. All right. And that's why those investors that's using AI now, is getting more. And also that's why there are a lot of investors that do not know any investment, that do not come from investment background, are able to make so much of money, right? Because they learn how to leverage on AI to help them to generate more income without driving 5-6 hours extra every single day on Grab, right? On e-hailing, all right? Okay, last but not least, this is also very important. So once you join these apps, right? So once you pay like $799, you get 18 months of access to these applications. The things that I want to mention to you guys is this one, right? Just go to your top right, this 3 line over here, click on it, and then click on Media Room. Okay, click on Media Room, and then you go to Courses. You go to Courses, and then you go to Second Income Generator. All right, besar. All right. So the reason why we name it SIG, Second Income Generator, because our visions, okay, our vision is to turn a normal Malaysians that is not from a financial background, okay, you also can use our apps, to generate your second income through stock investing. All right. And over here, we have all of the classes that you need to learn. All right. Like, we also have one stock list which is called Momentum. I do not have the time to share, but how are you going to sustain your profit? All right. How are you going to take your profit? Right. Because if you buy, but you do not actually sell, you are still not making money. Right. So you have to know where to get in and when to get out so that you can have that money. All right. So we will teach everything over here as well. And how are you going to stay in the game? All right. Stock investment or investing is a marathon. Okay. When you step in, it is not like, you invest 1 or 2 days, then besok you dah become kaya. All right. It is a long-term game. It is a marathon. For the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. Okay, you're going to use this knowledge over here. This tool, of course, this tool is going to evolve, and we are going to the US market as well. Okay, so somewhere next month, this tool you can start to access to US market, but with the same price. Right, so do not worry. All right, if you buy now, all right. So this is a skill that you can use for the next 50 years and make money for the next 50 years. Right, so learn everything over here first before you invest. All right, so once you learn this, right, the next things, which is I always mention to all of my students, you need to practice. You have to practice. All right, the best way to practice is to invest with real money. Why? right? You will never able to learn how to swim by watching YouTube or read a book. All right, even the book is from the top swimmer. Okay, you will not be able to learn how to swim by reading books or watch YouTube. You have to go into the pool, experience it. That's where you gain more experience and knowledge how to become a better swimmer. So same goes to investing, right? You cannot just read books and watch YouTube, then tomorrow you become like Warren Buffett. Okay, it is not like that. You have to invest. Then only you get to know how things actually works, right? But, all right, to practice, yes, we do have our paper trade for you to practice as well. So after you learn all of the system, the methodology that we teach inside our trainings here, you can always practice first, okay? Always practice. And by the way, practice will never make you perfect, all right? Practice will only get you to be better than yesterday, all right? Because perfect itself is not perfect, all right? So you have to keep practicing so that you can become better than what you were yesterday, all right? So for example, so I have learned about how to pick a great stock, you know, what are some of the criteria that I have to learn. So everything is inside the media room that I shared with you guys just now. Done that, all right? So I think, all right, based on the system, blah, 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 MN Holding is a great company. But I want to practice whatever that I have learned first, right? So very easy. On top over here, you should be able to see a trolley. Okay, on your top left. Okay, just click on the trolley. Okay, click on the trolley. And then just buy however much unit that you want. Okay, so for your information, if you are new, minimum to buy in Bursa Malaysia is one lot. So one lot equals to 100 units. All right. So minimum to get into MN Holding, which is RM2.49 per unit. So I only need like 249 ringgit, then I can start investing in MN Holding. All right. Then I click save. Okay. Then I go back to my portfolio. Okay. By the way, do not worry if you do not get to follow my step. Everything is already inside the media room. You can just watch the media room and then it will show you how the whole process. Okay, I go to a portfolio and then I scroll. So as you can see, my MN Holding is here. So all of this is the companies that I bought before. All right, so I'm making about 10%. Well, 10%. Okay, Powerwell, Southern Cable, awesome. All right. So last, okay, earnings. So last thing that I want to share with you guys. So for those that have not purchased yet, have not joined yet, okay, quickly click on the link on the comment box and subscribe today. It is only RM1.50. If you are from my TikTok, I already pinned the form card so that you guys can fill up the cards. All right, and then I'll send you the link after that. All right, so for you guys that are watching from my other social medias, right, just click on the link provided on the comment box and then register, and you get to have instant access to all of these quant lists and all of this AI tool. And best of all right, 799 is only for a year, for 12 months. But if you buy today, we free another 6 months for you. So total is 1 month and 1 year and 6 months. Total is 18 months. Okay, for the same price of 799. So 1 day is only like RM1.50 only. Okay, a price of a curry puff. Okay, or a bungkus of nasi lemak. Mungkin nasi lemak pun tak dapat beli good. All right, so it's very super duper affordable, and then you can have a super apps like Value Farm, which is your stock analyst within your palm. All right, so buy now, purchase now. After this, okay, you won't get free 6 months already. Okay, 799 is for 12 months. If you buy tonight before 11:59 p.m., it's only 799 for 80 months. Okay, with free 6 months for you guys. Okay, so it's only like 150 ringgit per day. All right, so buy it now. And the best thing is that if you buy today, okay, next month we are going to have the US stocks inside our Value Farm. Those that buy today, okay, you will get free access to it. You buy later on, it will be triple the price. Okay, I tell you guys first. All right. So last features that I want is today to show is our earning features. Right. So why this feature is so important, right? How it can help you as an investor, right? So over here, you get to see what company is going to come up with their financial reports. All right. So like some upcomings, like today we have Kritam, Tafi, not too sure, Power Roots, Kamdar, Maybank, M-Bank, and Matrix. Oh, good company, Matrix. All right. And the upcoming one will be over here. Magni, B Auto, Apollo, Top Glove. Okay, everything will be here. All right. So that you can start to structure your fund. And if any companies that you love, is coming up, then you can start to compose money, and then you might want to strategize your planning. How to strategize everything will be on the media room. All right. And all of this estimated time is based on the big data that we have for the past couple of years. So this is just the estimate time only. All right. As mentioned on this column over here. All right. So pretty much that's it for my sharing today. And if you just join in, I'm very sorry because we're going to end soon, right? Feel free to join us on the next live, which I will going to share more awesome tips and tricks on how to invest by using AI. And do not forget to subscribe to my social media so that you don't get missed out any latest update on how to use AI to make your investment much more easier, efficient, and increase your profit with and minimize your risk. All right. So for those that have not bought yet, okay, make sure that you already click on the link in the comment box. All right, because today is only $7.99 for 18 months. After today, it will be $7.99 for 12 months. So today we give you free 6 months. Okay, make sure that you purchase before 11:59 p.m. today. If not, if you buy tomorrow, sorry, it will be $7.99 for 12 months. And next month, as I mentioned, we are going to move on to international, which is to the US market. If you purchase today, we will not increase your price. You will still stay the same as $7.99. But if you miss out today and you buy next month, it will be triple the price. All right. So make sure that you purchase today, and it's only a 150 ringgit a day. Come on, it's just a cost of curry puff, right? So, and then you get to access. Okay. By the way, this price you get to access to every single features. Okay, we wouldn't have top up or whatever. All right, with one price, $7.99, you get to access for 18 months with free 6 months to you. Right, you get to access full access. All right, it's not like you cannot access this. No, everything is access open up for you. All right, so thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for the time. For your time, it's about 10 p.m. now. Right, so make sure that you already subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss out any latest update on how to use AI to make your investment much more effective and to increase your profit. All right, so thank you so much and see you guys. Take good care. Bye-bye. See you guys. Bye-bye.
幾多人上喺 TikTok？
10個人咯
，10個，
最少6個。क्या？
掂咯，
誒唔掂啊？
俾啊，
乜嘢啫嘛？有幾難？
我明明見過 last，都還沒有 last。
你知那個上來？
有一點跟老師一樣，我一樣重新講這個。
你就這個。
last，
有發言表達。
一个 pending 嘅，
对，一个799啊，什么的到那个？
喂，关键没有的，你乖，你讲话。